Work in progress to rescue PNG from grey listing. 15 candidates eliminated in the day by-election. And government acknowledged founder of IBS University. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rama. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape has assured the country that instructions have been given to the responsible government organization to work towards rescuing the country from the FATF grey list at the earliest.
Prime Minister Marape said there are 9 key areas in the Financial Action Task Force action items that remain outstanding, and one of them is the prosecution of the possible money launderers in the country.
And you could see some of the work that is happening already. Police Commissioner did announce that 214 million kina, for instance, in one trust account has been frozen. This is part of the work. We're not predominantly known as an anti-terrorist financing country. The spotlight is on money laundering in our country, so I want to give assurance to
Marape has reassured the country that they will work at the earliest as the instructions have been given to the responsible authorities to do their job.
Instruction has gone to police, and instruction has gone to ICAC that do whatever you have to do. And if there are shady accounts and financial transactions in our country, by all means, prosecute.
He highlights some of the work that needs to be done, and that includes the audit of public accounts.
The government's job to do, but the police, the FASU, for instance, and as well as ICAC, they have their constitutional job to do, and it's not for the Prime Minister to instruct them what to do. From arm's length, we've advised them. Those accounts that needs to be investigated on must be investigated, similar to the 214 million kina trust account that is now frozen, that was held by a law firm.
He said PNG is not the only one on the grey list, and there are processes to be followed, and he has given all state agencies 1 year to finalize all activities that needed to be done to get PNG off the grey list.
Investors in our community, in our country, know exactly the status quo of our country. They've lived and worked in this environment, and many of them have been operating in PNG for many, many years.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape revealed that the country going into grey listing will give the government practical guidelines to the downsides in Papua New Guinea's economy and the steps to fix this issue.
The Prime Minister is assuring the country that the government will ensure to get out of grey listing at the very earliest. He said he has held meetings with the Treasury Department, Central Bank, Police and Judiciary.
Get out at the very earliest, if not within 2 years, then much, much earlier. And just like we got out earlier in 2015, we can certainly get out earlier within a year or two, and we should be back in terms of being an economy that is compatible for business. Grey listing, let's not be fearful. If we do get in, we will work to get out again.
Speaking about some of the internal work by the national government, this is what the Prime Minister outlined.
The Patha people understand clearly what we are doing. We've relayed to them our own internal working. For instance, before 2015, there was no ICAC. Today we have ICAC. Before 2015, we had no Proceeds of Crime Act in terms of especially getting undisclosed wealth. Today we have these provisions also inserted. So we've inbuilt into our laws and regulations our ability to deal with money laundering, as well as our ability to observe possible terrorist funding.
According to Prime Minister, all foreign investors in Papua New Guinea have indicated to progress their work in business projects in the country.
This will not impede on our foreign direct investments. We got Papua LNG on track. We have Wafi Gulf Mining on track. We got Pasca condensate project on track. We have Piniang LNG on track. After this are being progressed. We'll bring on the table Frida, copper mine. We'll bring on top Yandra. So we have close to 10 projects that are being run simultaneously, as we speak, at different stages of negotiation, at different stages of the regulatory process.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The central bank has been notified by the Office of the Prime Minister to consider establishing other alternatives for the PNG kina to trade with other currencies apart from the US dollar.
At the moment, the US is the current currency of convertibility, which the Prime Minister said there are alternatives they are considering, such as the China currency.
Especially Chinese renminbi, and so that policy is also looked at, so we could bypass the use of US as those who trade with China could trade directly using renminbi. That also options will also be looked at in terms of trading with Japan and trading with other major trading partners we have in our country, as a way of making sure that the fair value kina is earned from those products that we are producing in terms of export.
Under the Marape Rosso government, their policy is similar to the late Sen's government in that the target is those who are producing. Marape said they want those producing to earn more kina from their produce.
We got Papua LNG Week very soon to close our discussion on. Wafi Golpu very soon to close our discussion. Two of the lowest hanging big FID investments into the economy in the next 2-3 years. PASCA is being run on. As soon as they decide to invest in our country, whatever they would procure to invest, the parent companies will procure from outside. But the balance of the residual cash to bring into our country, to use in country for construction or pre-feasibility, feasibility and construction, they're remitting in more US dollar into a country, earning more kina. So there's a flip side benefit to a lower kina at an appropriate place.
Prime Minister said his government is looking at giving incentives to those affected by lower kina.
We're giving incentives to those who are feeling the pinch of a lower kina. What is the incentive we're looking at? Treasury will advise me. From PM's department, we already advised them to look into waiving import duties, stamp duties, etc. So the pass on is not passed to our consumers.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
A total of 15 candidates have been excluded so far in the day-by election, with Tui Ek leading the race with over 16,000 votes. This was an update as of 2:50 p.m. this afternoon.
After the 15th elimination today as of 2:50 p.m., the top 5 candidates are as follows. On the first spot is Tui Akil, leading with 16,290 votes, followed by James Spinney with 11,814 votes, and on the third spot is Sam Koim with 11,226 votes, and on the fourth spot is Desmond Paul Kipper with 10,262 votes, and on the fifth place is Wesley Nukundi with 7,803 votes. These results are after the exclusion of candidate 30 Mekwini Waya earlier today. The 16th exclusion is ongoing today and the rest to continue on tomorrow. Out of the 25 candidates, 15 have already been excluded and 10 more to go as of 3 p.m. today. Elimination is still ongoing here at the Kimininga Barracks Counting Center. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
As the elimination process for day open by-election continues at Kimininga Barracks, one of the candidates who has been eliminated today, Mekwini Waya, thanked the team for taking the election process this far as he is being excluded today.
Among the 15 candidates that have been excluded in the last few days, the 15th excluded candidate, Mekwini Waya, thanked the election team for coming this far.
Now I'm eliminating me, so I'm going out of the race. Now, before me go, I go back to the family, I go back to the local, and we come to thank you, we come presently, we come to thank you firstly, thank you, Father God. Secondly, all electoral commission, want them all work one blame. now all counting officers, now all RO, ARO, and then come down all military man, and then all policeman, all security personnel, and then come all PBC, thank you all PBC, Governor, Administrator, all election steering committee.
Mr. Waya said he is happy with the results and how far he has come.
Come this far. As we candidate now, we will eliminate. That means this election and the election will come stop now today. And I say thank you very much to all the population of me, all more than 5,000 plus online. All got confidence of me. All give votes them, votes 1, 2, and 3. With the thank you whole. Now also this Milaton thank you too. Also me being eliminated. I appeal to all my supporters and everyone out there. Calm is to be restored. Now, you will have all right. It's a peaceful election. Leadership and what some again, raise and members ago. Can be out and was a process and be out. So, thank you, me out very peacefully. I'm very happy that
He wished all the rest of the candidates all the best in the elimination process.
So, 2027, I'm an entrepreneur, me private man. Me contest the 2027, 17 and first time election. Then me contest the 2022. We got election member of me, I'm dying. Now I'm by-election, and now I'm third time me contest. So I'm looking forward to 2027. So I'll come back much better and okay.
Mr. Waya said he will come back strong in 2027 as he has learned a lot from the 3 elections that he has contested. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Chairman of the Malaysian Palm Oil Board, Dato Mahabat, visited the Sepik Plains Special Economic Zone recently to see the potential of oil palm industry of the area. Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, also had an opportunity to meet the delegation.
Currently, the Malaysian Palm Oil Board is collaborating with the PNG government to diversify investment opportunities, technology transfer, and capacity building between Malaysia and Papua New Guinea, while simultaneously contributing to the sustainable growth of the palm oil industry in both countries. In January 2026, Malaysian Palm Oil Board received a delegation from the Ministry of International Trade and Investment of Papua New Guinea at its headquarters in Bandar Baru in Malaysia. Minister Maru returned the favour and hosted the Malaysian delegates in Wewak yesterday evening. Mr. Muhammad and his team were in Wewak to do an aerial flyover on the Sepik Plains to see for himself the vast potential of the Sepik Plains for large-scale cattle and oil palm development. Minister Maru said the Malaysian counterparts were impressed with what they saw from Urimo Farm, Yambi, Roma and Aripmo Farm on the Sepik Plains. Meanwhile, Maru said the technical team will arrive from Malaysia in 2 weeks and visit the initial areas of 60,000 hectares, including Urimo Phase 1 of their proposed cattle and oil palm development. Maru concluded that Malaysian palm oil had estimates 9,000 new direct jobs that will be created if they start the 60,000 hectare development with 20,000 for cattle and 40,000 for oil palm. Pakatambu, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk on time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
Next week, Wednesday, on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time,
we've got another very simple dish that we will be making using our True Gas Wok burner. We will also check out our friend Letitia over at House Sky to see what she will be cooking.
Carrot is rich in beta-carotene, which is good for your eyeballs. Pak choy has the same vitamins, vitamin A in specific, as carrots. Good for your eyeballs as well.
That's next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Marking the 80th birthday celebration and legacy of the founder of the Institute of Business Studies University, Sir Mike Nades, Prime Minister James Marape and Governor General Sir Bob Dadai have acknowledged his contribution towards their education in Papua New Guinea.
The Governor General Sir Bob Dadai shares his experience with Sir Mick Nades and how they met in PNG. He thanked Sir Nades for his effort in providing the accounting and business skills and knowledge to the students in Papua New Guinea.
I want to say thank you for your immense contributions to education, to training of accountants.
Prime Minister James Marape shares similar sentiments. He also announced that the IBSU will now be recognized as a university and the cabinet is working on the process.
And so SEMIC, it has been a long time coming, but IBS is finally made into a university through a cabinet decision. We'll be processing that into a parliamentary process in due time to complement private sector education in our country, giving space, continued space and creation of more space to many of our children who come out of year 12.
In his appreciation remarks towards everyone who contributes to his success and the success of the institution, Sir Nades shared his experience of his early days in PNG.
I take this wonderful opportunity to show my heartfelt gratitude to all of those who have helped me for the last 4 decades to serve the people and the country I have fallen in love with during my first 2 jobs between 1976 and 1980.
Sir Nades was born in early 1946 and grew up in an island north of his country, Sri Lanka, and he has 2 children, a male and a female. His vision focuses on empowering the next generation of leaders through accessible, quality, and transformative education.
Of our institution. This is the current heart of our operations, driving education every day.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The polyclinic at 6 Mile in Mosby Northeast is currently undergoing rehabilitation Hence, temporary closure and disruptions of service is expected. This was confirmed by the NCD Provincial Health Authority.
According to a media statement from NCD-PHA, the 6 Mile Polyclinic upgrade project has started in January and will come to a completion on July 2026. This project aims to improve facilities and enhance service delivery for patients. Expected service disruptions include closure of dental clinic and consultation clinics. Outpatient service operations will be scaled down within the given period. To maintain uninterrupted access to essential health services, other clinics have been relocated within the 6 Mile Polyclinic premises. All relocated services will continue to operate normally. NCD-PHA Chief Executive Officer Dr. Robin Oge emphasized that temporary changes may cause inconveniences but is necessary to ensure the long-term improvement of health services at 6 Mile Polyclinic. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
The 10th episode of a healthcare documentary series known as Life in the Wards premiered at Paradise Cinema in Port Moresby on Friday. Titled as Future for Healthcare, this episode focuses on what to expect, especially with the use of digital technology in healthcare in Papua New Guinea.
The documentary series explores pressing health issues affecting rural communities across the country. The series is financed by Paradise Private Hospital and is produced by Filmbro Production. Co-founder of Paradise Private Hospital, Janet Sios, says the 10th episode of the series focuses on the future of healthcare in Papua New Guinea with the use of digital technology.
This last episode focused on the future of healthcare in Papua New Guinea. And for Paradise Private Hospital, we are truly committed to be in the forefront of advancing healthcare through the use of technology.
She says the aim is to advocate for better healthcare services for Papua New Guineans. The documentary features health professionals and is based on real-life experiences.
Because we feel it's their moral obligation to educate our people, to really invest in their health, rather than be sitting in my hospital waiting for the sick to walk in.
The founder of Paradise Private Hospital, Dr. Robin Sios, featured in the 10th episode, highlights the impact of lifestyle changes, noting that rapid transitions in living conditions is contributing to emerging health concerns in Papua New Guinea.
The lifestyle has changed, the diet has changed, the work habit has changed. And this has created a big difference in the kind of diseases that we're seeing these days.
The scientific director of the documentary, Professor Glenn Mola, says the film covers critical health challenges in PNG, including childbirth, various diseases, and realities of delivering healthcare in remote parts of PNG. Furthermore, Professor Mola pledged 10,000 kina in support of producing another episode.
That this should be the last episode. I think there should be one more episode, and that is healthcare for the 90% of Papua New Guineans who can't afford private care, who have no chance in their lives in the foreseeable future for tertiary care.
The premiere marked an important milestone in raising awareness about collaboration between private hospitals and public sector to deliver much-needed tertiary healthcare services to the people. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Central Province Governor Rufina Peter has visited displaced Goilala families in Port Moresby, raising concerns over the eviction and the lack of clear resettlement plans from authorities.
Central Province Governor Rufina Peter visited displaced Goilala families now sheltering at the Casman's residence in Badili following their recent eviction from Rabia Guinea in Port Moresby. During her visit, the governor questioned the handling of eviction and drew comparisons to similar exercise at Baruni last year.
Baruni.
incident and come up, the police did not take out investigation, thorough investigation. They used the opportunity to go and destroy the places that are houses. And the very next, within a week or two, you may look in private sector, someone moved in and claimed that place already and fenced it.
Governor Peter said the process must be fair, especially when families and children or innocent people are affected. Governor Peter also raised concerns about resettlement.
In the way that the resettlements are done, when those Goilala people from Rabia Guinea are given places to settle, it is an evidence of deliberate, targeted discrimination.
She questioned whether proper arrangements were made before families were removed from the settlement. However, she acknowledged limits of her authority.
It's not my jurisdiction, and so me no come out like a fuck because I'm in a jurisdiction belonging. Number two, on Barony when it happened and we came out, immediately we saw that NCD pulled back, just like it's doing right now. This is your doing. Why are they in a private home? Are you supposed to be taking care of these people? They're your people, your constituents.
The governor stated that the land and eviction matter within the city falls under relevant state agencies. Community leader Atu Lyon also appealed to the authorities.
Papua New Guinea Central Province, I have every right to live in Papua New Guinea. You as the chairman of the National Planning Board and the Building Board of NCDC, you please can you answer and can you ensure that I be relocated back to Papua Guinea, because this is where I feel it's part of my home and that's my home and I should go back there.
He questioned whether relocation plans exist for the affected families and called for urgent dialogue. Governor Peter urged calm and responsibility, encouraging peaceful coexistence as discussions continue. No formal relocation plan has yet been announced by the city authorities. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Bukbilong Pikinini yesterday marked Valentine's Day with a special event celebrating its long-standing partnership with National Superannuation Fund.
The Valentine's Day event showcased the appreciation and shared values and long-term collaboration in achieving meaningful social outcomes with Bukbilong Pikinini's mission of increasing literacy rates in Papua New Guinea. NASFund has supported BBP with office space since 2010. This contribution has played an important role in strengthening the organization's operational capacity. This ongoing support enables BBP's head office team to effectively oversee the delivery of its early childhood education programs. NASFund's continued support over the years has allowed the organization to focus on improving literacy outcomes for children in Papua New Guinea through early childhood education, allowing the organization to grow sustainably and expand its reach to communities in need. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion-kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Most companies are paying well above that in the formal economy, but we also have a number of enterprises that are just continued to bypass.
Watch In Focus every Monday nights at 7 p.m. Our weekly current affairs talk show which presents comprehensive discussions and insights on critical issues facing Papua New Guinea and the wider region. We engage with decision makers and experts in numerous sectors, including politics, business, economics, technology, law and order, education, health and social issues amongst others, as well as PNG icons and influential figures, keeping you well informed, right here on your #1 to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Moving to overseas news, Queensland police took a man into custody after a heist at the museum north of Brisbane.
Several priceless Egyptian artefacts were stolen from the Abbey Museum of Art and Archaeology in Caboolture in the early hours of Friday morning. Police say the artefacts, including jewellery and a burial mask, have been recovered and they're expected to provide more details later this afternoon.
5 European countries, including Britain, say they have conclusive proof that the late Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny was poisoned with a rare toxin at a Siberian panel colony 2 years ago. The toxin is classed as a chemical weapon, and the UK's Foreign Secretary says that only the Russian government could have deployed it.
Few really believe that one of President Putin's fiercest critics died of natural causes in a Siberian penal colony. But the news that a neurotoxin from a South American frog was used to poison him is extraordinary. Epibetadine, which is highly toxic and only occurs on the amphibian's skin in the wild, was discovered in Alexei Navalny's body.
Well, since Alexei Navalny died 2 years ago, we've been fierce in our determination to support his widow, Yulia, in the search for the truth. And UK scientists working with European partners have now confirmed a lethal toxin was found in his body when he died. And only the Russian state had the means, the motive and the opportunity to do this. And that is why, with our partners, we are exposing this barbaric Kremlin plot.
It's almost exactly 2 years since Alexei Navalny's wife, Yulia, spoke at the Munich Security Conference on the day her husband was killed. Speaking at the same venue today, this was vindication.
It's scientific proof that my husband, Alexei Navalny, was poisoned and killed by Russian government and by Vladimir Putin in Russian prison.
He had spent years as one of the Kremlin's fiercest critics, infuriating President Putin through his anti-corruption foundation. In 2020, he was poisoned with a Novichok nerve agent before being arrested once again and ending up in the camp where he would die. The Kremlin previously claimed that Alexei Navalny suffered from a number of diseases and died of a heart condition. His widow says that we now have proof of what she has always suspected, that he was murdered for daring to oppose Vladimir Putin.
Palestinians in the West Bank say a decision by Israel's security, the cabinet could kill off their hopes of an independent state. Israelis will be allowed to directly buy land in the occupied territory, where Palestinians are already under intense pressure.
Most Palestinians have left this community in Fasail. The few that remain say the Israeli settlers on the hill have subjected them to relentless harassment. A few weeks back, they tipped this enormous load of rotting dates on their doorstep. The smell is still overpowering.
They harass people so they will leave, but where can we go?
Further south, near Jericho, activists say settlers came with heavy machinery and reduced this community to rubble. More than 500,000 Israelis live in West Bank settlements, which are considered illegal under international law. In 2023, there were 141, plus hundreds of smaller outposts. Since then, at least 69 others have been approved or recognised. And now Israel's security cabinet has approved a plan that would pave the way for more by allowing Israelis to directly purchase land in the West Bank.
Treating the West Bank as if it has been completely annexed.
Economic conditions here are dire, with unemployment forecast to reach 38%. After the October 7 terrorist attacks led by Hamas, the Netanyahu government revoked the Israeli work permits of more than 100,000 Palestinians. So while people here may not want to sell to settlers, desperation could force their hand.
You have totally exhausted Palestinians, starved them, impoverished them, and you will take the land on a silver platter.
Australia is among the countries condemning Israel's new policy, saying that altering the demographic composition of the West Bank is unacceptable. Israel has rejected the international condemnation, saying a law that prevents non-Arabs from buying land is racist. But from within the government, there are clear signals about the intent and effect of this plan. The country's far-right finance minister saying we will continue to kill the idea of a Palestinian state. A plan Palestinians fear is succeeding.
No arrests have been made after a court-ordered search warrant was executed in the hunt for Nancy Guthrie 2 weeks after her suspected kidnapping.
During the operation, about 4 kilometres from her home in Tucson, Arizona, deputies conducted a traffic stop and questioned one person. The operation followed US media reports that DNA not belonging to the 84-year-old or anyone close to her was found at the property. The FBI has doubled the reward for information, leading to an arrest.
Another critical incident investigation is underway after a man riding an e-bike crashed into a pole while allegedly fleeing police.
Police say they tried to stop the man for riding without a helmet at St Lear in Sydney's southwest around 11 o'clock last night. But the 39-year-old rode away from officers before crashing into a pole. He was treated at the scene for serious injuries and taken to Liverpool Hospital.
Given the circumstances of the matter, I've declared a critical incident in relation to the use of a police vehicle during the course of a police operation. The mandatory drug and alcohol testing has been engaged in relation to the officers involved in that incident. The incident is being investigated by the Auburn Police Area Command, supported by our Crash Investigation Unit.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our OneTalks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's OneTalk wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high antenna load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Sporting activities are picking up momentum in Port Moresby, with major venues preparing for a busy calendar in 2026.
This year is shaping up to be a busy one for sporting events at the Bisini Soccer Grounds and the surrounding facilities. Teams, supporters and spectators continue to flood various sporting venues across the city, taking part in soccer, that's rugby, rugby union and other competitions. Today, players, supporters and fans were seen entering the gates of Bava Park, the Bisini Soccer Grounds and Ritaflin courts. Crowds turned up in numbers, creating a lively atmosphere as various matches got underway. This strong turnout reflects growing interest in the community's sports and healthy lifestyles. Organizers of the various sporting competitions are encouraging the public to continue supporting local competitions as preparations continue for major tournaments later in the year. With full grounds and energetic crowds, the city's sporting season has clearly kicked off on a high note. Joel Nipari, Trukai Sports.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association continues its pre-season competition this weekend at the Bisini Soccer Grounds, drawing strong participation from clubs preparing for the 2026 proper season.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association saw its fourth weekend of pre-season games at the Bisini Soccer Grounds. Several clubs turned up in good numbers as preparations continue for the 2026 proper season, which is expected to kick off in the coming weeks. One of the teams travelling all the way from Rigo in the Central Province is the Trilla FC. The side has shown great commitment, making the long trip to Port Moresby to test their combinations and improve their team fitness during the pre-season competition. In an interview with Trukai Sports, coach Simon Assi gave an insight to the Thriller FC and their participation in the 2026 season.
Thrillers FC is all the way from Oman, and we have been here for 10 years. For last 10 years, we also out because we make our waste management. We win the Division 3 Premier Division, minor premiers, Division 3 minor premiers, all the way promoted to Division 1 minor premiers. So we take part in the Premier Division. But because of the management, all the boys went down to the village and we start perform from there. And the village boys, they also training in the village.
He further stressed his confidence in the team's preparations and player development.
This morning, some of my players travel all the way from the village. And it's really difficult because we don't have a transport. They go on a PME and they make their way. But the team we are trying to prepare to go inside the PMSA is 100% confidence because we are now, currently, we are already been registered with the IPA. Thrillers is into IPA registration now, association. And we are preparing, and the boys.
He also gave his message to the boys to showcase sportsmanship and work hard in preparations for the proper season in a few weeks' time.
My message to the boys is they need to perform the backline and also the midfield need to be adjusted. And also I'm encouraging to go for more training, running, and also ball skills, and also finishing off. If we work as a team in the field, I think it will be a better result in the field.
The Port Moresby Soccer Association is expected to continue its pre-season fixtures next weekend as teams finalize preparations. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mel Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mel Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Next week, Wednesday, on Goodman Fielder International Sky Time,
we've got another very simple dish that we will be making using our True Gas Wok burner. We will also check out our friend Letitia over at House Sky to see what she will be cooking.
Carrot is rich in beta-carotene, which is good for your eyeballs. Pak choy has the same vitamins, vitamin A in specific, as carrots. Good for your eyeballs as well.
That's next week Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Kai Sports. The Port Moresby Low Rugby Touch Association is stepping up preparations for its upcoming season, with officials highlighting strong participation and community support during trial games at the Coles Oval.
Trukai Sports caught up with the Port Moresby Low Rugby Touch Association at the Coles Oval. Speaking in an interview, Association President Alwin Pokaran gave an insight into the association's vision, programs and preparations for the new season.
Yes, thank you. Actually, this association has been initiated since 1989. And then 13 years ago, I've been go down the league. I'm not been exist, and then end of last year, I decided to revive him again, which I revive him. And then I got 8 blood teams. And the association is, I call him Port Moresby Low Island Rugby Touch Association. Low Island, I'm a place Manus, which nila Bungimol community, but it's not only Low Island, it's not only Manus, but now we are open to wider Moresby.
Mr. Pokaran says the association is open to wider PNG community, aiming to set a strong standard for players to become better citizens while promoting a healthy lifestyle through sports participation.
I was 8 years old, all namel young blamangi blame and then all masters. In the understanding that Imila setting foundation, long all future generation blame and then all young blame you may engage them all long los sports so that all can go outside, working some or something where kind of straight. And then the adults one is promoting healthy lifestyle.
He also noted the ongoing trial games, which is part of the preparations for the upcoming season.
Actually, we are here. We are running some trial games, and the main event will be opening Kamablo March first long Sejongai Stadium, which we are trying to get some of our members, some elites, Manusian and outsiders to come in and witness. We will run our games from March 1st to November 31st. So we have 8 games, like NRL Taiba season. We'll play rounds and then until November, and then we'll go to final.
He further stressed the strong turnout of teams and supporters.
You can just see, this is our second Sunday here. And you can see the people here and the turn up and very positive. So next Sunday will be our last trial games, and by opening ceremony, I guess, and by Plantiman Bapulapso.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One-Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One-Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
Most companies are paying well above that in the formal economy, but we also have a number of enterprises that are just continued to bypass.
Watch In Focus every Monday nights at 7 p.m. Our weekly current affairs talk show which presents comprehensive discussions and insights on critical issues facing Papua New Guinea and the wider region. We engage with decision makers and experts in numerous sectors, including politics, business, economics, technology, law and order, education, health and social issues amongst others, as well as PNG icons and influential figures, keeping you well informed right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, oh.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Daru cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Kerama few showers then becoming cloudy in the night. Alatau partly cloudy with intermittent rain showers. And Popondetta cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Lae City, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Madang, rain showers and thunderstorms. Wewak, partly cloudy with intermittent rain showers. And Vanimo, periods of rain showers and thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, rain showers easing to partly cloudy tonight. Kavieng, rain showers easing to partly cloudy tonight. Kokopo and Rabaul, cloudy periods with rain showers. Kimbe, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, rain showers then becoming partly cloudy. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, mostly cloudy with periods of rain and thunderstorms. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorms. Madang, Tari and Wabek, cloudy with periods of rain and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Sunday, the 15th of February, 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.